Okay, your state exam on home management is right around the corner, so let's get straight to it. Think of this as your personal study guide for the key things you absolutely have to know. We're going to cover the core ideas, the critical safety roles, and the practical systems that'll make you successful. By the time we're done here, you're going to feel ready. Let's do this.
Now, before we get into any of the how-tos, I want you to really let this sink in. Seriously. If you only remember one thing from our time together, this is it. This isn't just some nice idea for the exam. This is the bedrock of your entire career. Every single rule we're about to go over, it all comes back to this one powerful idea.
So let's talk about that. The core support principle. This is the why behind every single thing you do. It's the foundation. The rules for cleaning, handling money, doing laundry, they're not just a random checklist of chores. Nope. They all grow from this one main goal, enabling your client.
Okay, let's look at the official definition, because the keywords here are huge, and they are definitely exam material. Notice these three things: assisting, care plan, and empowering. You're there to assist, right? Not to take over. Your game plan is the care plan, and the ultimate goal, the whole point, is to empower them. I would bet money you'll see a question about this. All right, keeping that main principle in mind, let's jump into our first set of critical rules. And it's a big one: handling a client's money. This is an area where you have to be 100% professional and honest. It's totally non-negotiable, both for your exam and, of course, in the real world. There is absolutely zero room for error here. So here are those golden rules. Rule number 1, the absolute top of the list: always, always follow your agency's policy, period. From there, it's all about being transparent. Get a receipt for every single thing and record it right away. This is your safety net. It protects you and the client from any confusion. And finally, you gotta keep those professional boundaries crystal clear. Never mix your money with theirs, and never ever borrow or lend money. All right, pop quiz. Let's say this question shows up on your exam. You just walked back in the door from a grocery run for your client. What is the absolute number one first thing you have to do? The answer? You record that transaction immediately, exactly how your agency policy tells you to. You've got to account for every penny right then and there. Okay, we're shifting gears now from financial safety to physical safety, and this next set of rules is just as critical. Handling cleaning chemicals isn't just about making a place look nice. These rules are here to prevent very serious and sometimes even fatal accidents. Listen up, because if you take one thing away from this safety section, this is it. Look at this slide. You never, ever, under any circumstance, mix bleach and ammonia together. When you combine them, they create a toxic gas that can literally be fatal. This is the number one most important chemical safety rule you will ever learn. Don't forget it. So, besides that one huge don't, here's your everyday safety checklist. These are simple, but they are vital. Always read the labels. They're there for a reason. Make sure the room is ventilated. Seriously, just cracking a window makes a world of difference. Always protect your hands with waterproof gloves. And keep chemicals in their original containers so nobody ever gets them mixed up. Now that we've covered those crucial safety rules, let's talk about being efficient. There's a right way to clean that actually saves you time, gets a better result, and keeps everything more hygienic. It's all about working smarter, not harder. And here's the whole system boiled down to two super simple common sense principles. First, always work from high to low. You dust the ceiling fan before you vacuum the rug, right? That way, you're not cleaning the floor twice. Makes sense. Second, work from clean to dirty. This is all about preventing the spread of germs from a really contaminated area to a cleaner one. The bathroom is the perfect example of that clean to dirty rule. You'd start with the cleaner surfaces, like the sink and the mirror. Then you'd move on to the tub or shower. And the toilet, which has the most germs, that's always, always cleaned last. This kind of logical system is exactly what exam proctors are looking for. Okay, let's do some rapid-fire reminders for specific areas. These are totally testable facts, and they're all about safety. In kitchens, the big thing is preventing cross-contamination, so you use different cloths for different surfaces. In living rooms, your priority is to tidy up clutter to get rid of fall hazards. And in bathrooms, if you see water on the floor, you wipe it up immediately. That's a huge slip prevention tip. All right, for our final section, we're going to master laundry. This is a task that really brings everything together. It requires a good system, but also a lot of care to protect the client's personal belongings. It's all about the details here. So here's the 5-step process you need to have down cold. You sort the clothes, you check the pockets for tissues or pens, you pre-treat any stains. But now pay really close attention to steps 4 and 5. You have to read the care label on the clothes to pick the right wash cycle and temperature, and then to dry it correctly. This is the absolute key to not damaging anything.
And you can think of this slide right here as your cheat sheet for those care labels. You'll definitely be expected to know what these basic symbols mean for washing, bleaching, drying, and ironing. Knowing these little symbols shows you're not just competent, it shows you actually care about their belongings.
So, as we wrap up, let's boil it all down to 3 words. 3 key takeaways for your exam. Everything, and I mean everything, comes down to this: promoting client independence, guaranteeing their safety, and using smart systems to get the job done right. Independence, safety, systems. Got it?
And I want to leave you with this final thought to take into your exam. It's not just about memorizing rules. It's about knowing how to apply them. So just ask yourself, for any situation they throw at you, how do I use these rules to keep my clients safe while still helping them be as independent as possible? If you can answer that, you're not just going to pass your exam, you're going to be a fantastic support worker. You've got this. Good luck.